Papa Pinky.
You know why you don't like me? It's because I'm brazen, and I say the things that you won't because you're afraid of offending people and hurting their feelings. Plus, on top of that, you're terrified about what other people are going to think of you. And here's the bonus line. You could never, even if you were a clone of me, be able to backflip words off of the end of your tongue like this motherfucker. So you need to go headbutt a fence post and snap the fuck out of it. Here's the deal. You need to slap people in the face with a wet, sticky backhand covered in truth in order for them to wake the fuck up sometimes. But that slap has to be perfect. And what I mean by that is this. The slap of truth needs to have the right distance, the right angle, and the proper velocity in order to be effective, so when you make contact, you knock that motherfucker backwards so hard that he or she does a somersault in the mirror, and after that, they stand back up and they were like, what the fuck was that? This isn't just about being fat. It has to do with whatever you might be addicted to. Anything that puts handcuffs on you and restricts or stops your progression in your movement. Let me take a real quick second to say what's up to all my haters. Hi, haters. You know you love this voice, and don't worry, you'll thank me one day for force-feeding you the truth with a spoon the size of a fucking snow shovel. And by the way, your real name's probably Clyde. You drink warm beer, you have two fucking stomachs with a crease separating each side of your hot tub-sized belly button, wearing a pair of skinny jeans with a broken zipper, mismatched cowboy boots, and you have so much fucking hair on your back that you get mistaken for a circus bear standing up on its hind legs while you're chewing on a piece of hay that you pulled out of a manure pile with your teeth, and you even have a little bit of shit on the end of that beak, also called a nose. Now be very careful when believing that you can come at me without me returning the favor with some fucking Eminem type shit. Even though I admit I'm nowhere close to Eminem, please believe this. Big Papa Pinky will cut you up like a canceled credit card when I break it down like your tent on the last day of your fucking camping trip, motherfucker. Are you seriously telling me that you enjoy trying on clothes at the stores? Are you telling me that you're not ashamed of what you have allowed yourself to become? Raj, be nice. No, fuck that. You need to hear this, and you need to own it because you need to break down, you need to turn around, and you need to start chasing pain. And for once in your weak fucking life, search for a pain that's bigger than the one you're in. Chase that pain down, grab it by the throat, and choke it the fuck out. After this week, after this party, after this holiday, after this relationship, and after this jobs transfer, I swear right after this vacation, I'm changing my life. You're a fucking liar. You're a habitual failure, and you have to go to bed every night listening to your monster yelling at you for not opening the cage. Why won't you let him or her out? Don't you know that he or she is gonna die with you in that fucking cage? That double-sided cage? You're locked on one side, he or she is locked away on the other? Listen to me. Under all your pain and under all those addictions that wrap themselves around you like that triple X bathrobe made out of fucking lasagna noodles lies a person that you've never ever met before that's been inside of you your entire life, and as soon as you meet him or her, your entire world will change. It will turn upside down and inside out, and people will not even know who you are anymore. Hell, you will literally have to reintroduce yourself to yourself. So what are you waiting for? Go after it and unlock your cage, babe. Start now, right now. Just fucking dig in like you do at Thanksgiving into those mashed potatoes covered in gravy. Yeah, I said all that. What podcaster has a mouth like this? Show me, because I'd love to do a fucking show with them. Let me just give a big shout out to the gangster that is the one and only Joe Rogan at the Joe Rogan Experience. My bro, you inspire the shit out of me. I would definitely love to smoke out with you on your show. So holler if we can pop up with some pinkies.
Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky.
Your husband's blind and you're deaf. Your kids, they get away with a lot of fucking shit. Your favorite games to play are hide and go seek and Marco Polo. You were born without a belly button. Wait, what? You're a racist, divorced, ordained minister whose second job is a marriage counselor who specializes in interracial relationships. You're missing all of your teeth and you keep telling people you're gonna chew them the fuck out. Things pregnant women wish they never heard. But they fucking did. I told my husband's aunt that my back hurt and I still had morning sickness. Her fucking husband turned around, looked me dead in the eyes and said, maybe next time you'll swallow. Someone actually asked if my vagina was shaved. My partner looked at my stretch marks and said, it looks like you got into a fight with a fucking bear and you lost. A guy once catcalled my wife, and when she turned around and he saw that she was pregnant, he said, well, I guess it's safe to say that you put out. I'm 8 months pregnant, and said, look, my belly's all baby. And my partner said, yeah, baby and fucking cake. My mother was pregnant at the same time as a lot of other women at her company. Well, she told her boss the exciting news and joked, we might have to open up a daycare. And he replied, yeah, more like a fucking abortion clinic. A customer came into my store and saw that I was pregnant and said, I hope you're fucking married. Someone asked my boyfriend in front of me if my vagina felt different during pregnancy sex. I hadn't been able to see well enough to shave in about a month, and my partner said, you've got a fucking jungle down here. My father-in-law said, I had kidney stones, so I know what labor feels like, and I said, bye, bitch. Some guy told me that no man would ever want to take a second look at me again after this. I was a week away from my due date, already feeling like shit. Thanks, asshole. Things you should never ever say to a woman. Are your breast or butt real? You should smile more. more. You'd be happier if you had a man. Is that your real hair? Are you sure you need to eat that? It's that time of the month, huh? Have you had any work done? When are you gonna have some children? Are you pregnant? Curvy really means fat. Why aren't you married? Haven't you had enough to drink? You look tired. I make more money than you do. Things you should never say to a gay man. I have the perfect guy for you. He's so cute. Gay guys love me. I'm like a gay man trapped inside of a woman's body. How do you know you're gay if you've never been with a woman? I would have never known that you were gay. You seem so straight. I wish I had your body. You're so skinny. Come to girls' night. I wouldn't want my son to be gay, just because life would be so much harder for him then. Boys suck. Why can't you be straight? Why aren't there any pretty lesbians? You should take me shopping. My boyfriend isn't homophobic. He's just uncomfortable around gay guys. There's no fucking way that you're gay. Do you want to see my vagina? Things never to say to a lesbian. Can I watch? You look just like Shane. I'll pray for you. A girl that I went to high school with is gay. She lives in Boise. Do you know her? I think lesbians are awesome. It's dudes I have a problem with. What exactly is scissoring? But you're so pretty. Do you have to dress like a guy? You'd look better with long hair. Oh my god, I love Ellen. Are you a Melissa Etheridge fan? If you're gonna strap it on, why not just date a dude? I fucking hate cats. If your girlfriend looks like a guy, why be gay? Do your parents know? You look like sisters. Have you ever dated a guy though? You just haven't met the right one. Are you a virgin? I've never been to a gay wedding. Can I come? Who's the real mother? When did you become gay? I need some pointers for meeting women. Why do you have to be so dyke? I could fucking turn you. I'm a lesbian trapped inside of a man's body. Whose fucking kid is that? Who's the dad? Is your credit all fucked up? Are you negative in the bank? Did you just lose your job and get kicked out of the house for cheating on your wife with a man? Have you fell into a drug and alcohol addiction? Are you trading sexual favors for motel rooms and food stamps? Do you have warrants out for your arrest and are you currently in a homeless gang? If you've answered yes to any of these questions and you turn enough tricks to put $500 down, we can get you into your very own vehicle today. Does your vagina smell? Are you leaking and uncomfortable? Are you starting to have breakouts with eczema and a slight case of adult diaper rash? Does it hurt when you wipe? Does your skin actually come off on the toilet paper? Do your butt cheeks look like they're covered in baby strawberries with large white seeds littered with yellow peach fuzz? When you fart, does that make everything smell better? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, there's a special someone waiting for you at I'llFuckAnythingOnce.com. Are you afraid of the dark? Are you a teenager who's still breastfeeding? Are you shy? Do you still hold your mom and dad's hand when you walk to the bus stop? Are you still curious as to why your penis gets hard when you get excited? Do you still get homesick when you're at the store with your parents? Are you 50 pounds overweight and diabetic? And do you make an extra plate with everyone else's unfinished food and eat it because you don't want to see it go to waste? Are your mom and dad farmers who lead worship at the village church every Sunday while you pass out fucking donuts? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, you were probably kidnapped by Amish people and told that you were adopted. So yeah, you're fucked.
Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky.
Ready, set, here we go. People pick their nose and scratch their ass, nail to skin, against hair and pimples trapping that sweaty fart juice under their fingernails. And then they reach up their shirt, scratch their wet armpits while they're walking over to the produce section to pick up fruits and vegetables, just to remember that they forgot their wallet in their car under the lube they were using to jerk off in the park while they were watching animal porn on their phone under a shady tree. So they put the fruits and vegetables back down to go to their car to retrieve their wallet, and you walk by and pick up what they just set down. You need to wash your produce. You go to strip club, sit center stage with 15 other guys while you each take turns putting one dancer's dirty ass nipples in your mouth while you're crumbling up $1 bills and putting them between your teeth so you can shove that cocaine currency straw in her sweaty, wet, sticky G-string, while another girl comes over with fake tits, puffy lips, fucked up makeup, fake eyelashes, and a crooked ass spine wearing a fake old chain that's turning her fucking neck green and asks if you'd like a dance. Then she leans in, kisses you on the cheek with her nasty dragon breath. Then you notice that she has dry white crust in the corners of her mouth, but you're drunk, so you just say fuck it and follow her to the back of that dusty ass club where there's a shower curtain stapled to a 2x4, and behind that's a broken down picnic table and a half empty bottle of Boone's Farm, and she's playing music on an AM/FM radio with a broken antenna that has a paper clip duct taped to the top of that motherfucker. Then she has to kick it to get reception, and the only song that comes on is the 1980s artist Tiffany, and she's singing I Think We're Alone Now. This girl throws her leg up on your lap, she farts, vomits, and says, oh my god, I'm sorry, but that'll be $50 please, and you fucking pay her, and that was your bachelor party. You claim to be a Christian while you cheat on your wife with a midget transvestite hooker who has a prosthetic hip, a peg leg, and a dick bigger than yours. You lie like that body's in a casket, and you tell your 10-year-old son that he can be whatever he wants in life when you're 45 years old, making $11 an hour working at a hamburger shack that you've been at for 15 years, and you still live in your mom and dad's basement with your family next to the laundry room, and you take a fucking bus to work. You have an eye patch, plus you wear a monocle, and you ride a unicycle with a weed whipper motor attached to it, pulling a trailer loaded with scrap metal so you can sell it to buy a bottle of malt liquor and a $40 bag of crack rock. Then you go sit Indian style against a building downtown with a sign that says, "Anything helps, God bless you," while you're rocking back and forth like a 5-year-old wearing a dirty diaper in timeout who's also on Ritalin, and there's a styrofoam cup with a fucked up flower drawn on it with a Sharpie that you picked up out of the garbage in hopes that you can collect enough change to buy a fucking pint of whiskey before you have to go home, to the tent in the woods made out of tarps that you stole from a landscaping trailer that was used to collect wet leaves from people's front yards, motherfucker. You're a lazy, depressed, overinflated, pill-popping alcoholic who spends more time in fast food lines than the fucking employee who takes your order. You have rashes on the underfold of your stomach, and your belly button actually has a fucking water pump built in it so it doesn't pool up with your stagnant sweat. You have a mustache on both lips that stores all the sauces that ooze out of your double-decker cheeseburgers with extra pickles on a sesame seed bun, and you say that you worked out today because after you tripped over your shadow because yours isn't flat, it's actually so big it's like a fucking speed bump, or better yet, a curb with a sewer attached to it. And after you fell, it took you 25 minutes just to roll over to a park bench so you could use it as leverage to stand up. Fuck you, Rod, you're an asshole. Nope, I'm just getting warmed up like a tanning bed when it first gets plugged in and turned on in the morning. Your ass is so fat you have to use a panoramic setting on your iPhone just to take a selfie, motherfucker. Raj, stop. Eat a dick. You've been treating yourself like a lazy turtle with no legs whose nest is inside of a landfill your entire life, wasting your lottery ticket and abusing that monster that lives inside of you because you're so fucking big now that he or she is running out of room and you're squishing them. You had to have another mirror attached to the existing one because half of your body doesn't show up in the reflection. You think walking to the bathroom and doing a squat to take a piss or shit counts as leg day, and you need a GoPro when you walk because you can't see 3 feet in front of your stomach. You can hardly breathe, yet you smoke 2 packs of cigarettes a day, and you need to eat a Glade plug-in because your breath smells like the inside of a fucking dead animal. Are you this fucking weak? Are you this much of a pile of foreskin scraps? You have kids that have to look at you destroy your life and walk around the house like a bowling pin that was grazed by the ball, and as soon as you get close to the couch, you finally fall and slide into the fucking gutter. Your plate's a pizza box, and you use a paper grocery bag as a fucking napkin to wipe your face. Sometimes you need to have a bucket full of shit dumped over your head and then shampooed in. I'm not sorry. You can unfriend me or tell me to fuck off or call me an asshole, but every word that falls out of my mouth is true. And if you don't like it, then you can bounce. Literally. Like a fucking basketball with legs and arms. Death row inmates' final words. I was once asked by somebody, I don't remember who, if there was any way sex offenders could be stopped. I said no. I was fucking wrong. I think that governor's phone is broke. He hasn't called yet. Lock and load. Let's do it, man. I just want everyone to know that the prosecutor and Bill Scott are some sorry sons of bitches. Go Raiders. You can be a king or a street sweeper, but everybody dances with the Grim Reaper. How's this for a headline? French fries. I'm sorry. I never wanted to kill your family. I never wanted to kill you or your family, or these people. Where's my stunt double when you need one? They butchered me back there. I was in a lot of pain. They cut me in the groin. They cut me in the leg. I was bleeding profusely. This is not an execution. This is a murder. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I'll be in hell before you start breakfast, boys. Let her rip. Jennifer, where you at? I'm sorry. I didn't know that man, but for a few seconds before I shot him, beam me up. Remember, the death penalty is murder. I hope this is the last execution in the state of Iowa. Turn up the radio and I'll go quietly. I hope that you will follow me. Freedom. Freedom at last. It's been a real good one. I got 2 words. I do. I done told you my last request. A bulletproof vest. I forgive all of you, and I hope God forgives all of you too. You all brought me here to be executed, not to make a damn speech. That's it. I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. I want the press to know this. I'd rather be fishing. Kiss my ass. Well, gentlemen, you're about to see a baked apple. Take your time, old man. My left arm is killing me. It hurts so bad. Hurry it up, you Hoosier bastards. I could hang a dozen men while you're screwing around. Tell me, after my head has been chopped off, will I still be able to hear, at least for a moment, the sound of my own blood gushing from the stump on my neck? That would be a pleasure to end all pleasures. I'm ready to roll. Let's get this party started. I don't care if I live or die. Go ahead and kill me. Somebody needs to kill my trial attorney. It does kind of burn. Goodbye. I'm sorry. I wish I could bring them back. I'm done. Let's do it. I'd just like to say that I'm sailing with the Rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus June 6th like the big mothership and all. I'll be back. Yes, sir. Warden, okay. I've been hanging around this popsicle stand way too long. Before I leave, I want to tell you all, when I die, bury me deep. Lay 2 speakers at my feet, put some headphones on my head, and rock and roll me until I'm dead. I'll see you in heaven someday. That's all, Warden. Things that make you go, Rod, you're over the top. I know, like a sweater vest. Now zip it like a body body bag, kick back like a mule, and even though the truth is hard to swallow, I'm still gonna give it to you when I spit it out like your wife does after she's finished going down on you. I'm all up in your face like your eyeballs, and there's no stopping me like you're in a car going downhill at 100 miles an hour with no brakes. Who cares if Jeffrey Epstein killed himself or not? He was a fucking sick fuck, and no matter how he died, he's dead, and that's a good thing. Harvey Weinstein, you look like you have to take a shit, but you're holding it in while you're bent over your walker looking for a bathroom. You were an intimidating, powerful Hollywood film executive, and now, well, you're just a broken, old senior citizen whose reputation has been used to wipe your own ass. Fuck you, and good riddance. Famous people's last words. Elvis Presley. I'm going to the bathroom to read. Frank Sinatra. I'm losing it. Leonardo da Vinci. I have offended God and mankind because my work did not reach the quality it should have. Steve Jobs. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. George Orwell. At 50, everyone has the face he deserves. He died at 46. Henry Ford. I'll sleep well tonight. Humphrey Bogart. I should have never switched from scotch to martinis. Barry White. Leave me alone. I'm fine. Alfred Hitchcock. One never knows the ending. One has to die to know exactly what happens after death. Although Catholics have their hopes. Thomas Edison. It's very beautiful over there. Joe DiMaggio. I'll finally get to see Marilyn. Billie Holiday. Don't be in such a hurry. Nostradamus. Tomorrow at sunrise I shall no longer be here. Lucille Ball. If asked if she needed anything. Yeah, my Florida water. Margaret Sanger. A party. Let's have a party. Michael Jackson. More milk. Winston Churchill. I'm bored with it all. Bob Marley. Money can't buy life. Bob Hope. Surprise me. James Brown. I'm going away tonight. Harriet Tubman. Swing low, sweet chariot. Salvador Dali. Where's my clock? Benjamin Franklin. A dying man can do nothing easy. Emily Dickinson. I must go in. The fog is rising. John Wayne to his wife. Of course I know who you are. You're my girl. I love you. Joan Crawford. Damn it, don't you dare ask God to help me. Jack Daniels. One last drink, please. Beethoven. Applaud, my friend. The comedy is finished. Jim Morrison. Pam, are you still there? Jeffrey Epstein. Nobody really fucking knows. Maybe it was my neck. It hurts.
Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky, Papa Pinky.